Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, penultimate matchup of Season 12. We are still undefeated. Let's take a look at my opponent here. I think this one should be a win. My opponent hasn't gone yet, but I have the advantage in the roster, as I usually do with how I manage my roster overall. So we got Shakti, First Order, Newt, a CLS team with 3 Baka. On the bottom territory, we've got JKR, Grievous, and this Poggle team, which has generally been nothing to be concerned about. So let's just jump into this bottom territory. I've got a general strategy sketched out. We'll see if we stick with it. But we're going to just go with the go-tos. We're going to start off with JKR against Grievous. Where are my Jedi at? This is why we've got safe squads. Alright, we are going to hit B2 to start. Do the AoE, start tapping away at B1 and going after B2. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, enjoyed that episode of Mandalorian. Come on. We're almost through the protection. This should speed up a little bit once we're through it. Let's do the AoE. Keep removing stacks from B1. Alright. Perfect timing. Just mark Grievous. We'll wrap this up soon. Come on. Savior's been triggered. That's actually good. We got a bunch of protection back because of that. Let's do this attack. See if we didn't get the stun. Alright, we're good. So my plan here is this is where we're going to use my gas. You know what? I've got no plans for Rex and Fives. We're going to bring them along. I love it when JKR marks someone useless in this counter. All right, there goes Savior. The reason I didn't use Ahsoka and just like undersize it was in the event that they did mark gas, you lose the protection, Ahsoka gets taken out, and then it just kind of falls apart. I just didn't want to deal with that RNG. I didn't want to leave it up to the gods. Alright, this is going to be overkill, but this is the plan I've set forth. I just want to get through this, open up that back wall with no doubt. You know what, let's just take Droidica out. Alright, I'm expecting to see Geos, Bosk, Old Republic, and Finn, based on his history. Are you kidding me? He did not go by his past. Alright, we're gonna have to use a Darth Revan mirror here. Which I don't like because his is better than mine. We'll see with mods. We'll see how this goes. How do we want to do this? I think I'm going after Fallen. Alright, they've already got Fear. I'm just going to save those. Come on, let's just take her out. Now we'll do the... oh, that's right. I have not done a Darth Revan in forever. Let's do that. Let's skip a turn. Let's hit him. We need to get my Dark Infusion stacked up. Let's see if we can land a shock. Hit him. Come on. Land of Fear, skip his turn. Take... come on! Now! Alright. That changes my plan a little bit, but I think we're fine. The rest is what I was expecting to see. But now the CLS team, this is where I was planning on using my Darth Revan. I wish I had my CLS now. You know what? They don't have... I don't feel good about this because clearly I don't have a good Jedi team to use here. But there's no Han, the 3 Baka is not relicked, and then the C-3PO is not going to be attacking. God, I wish you weren't so weak, Qui-Gon. Or if I had I need to gear up my Barriss because she's, or my Ayla. We're gonna do this. Or if there was a nice Mace Windu rework, that would be great. Oh, jeez. This is everything I was terrified of. I wonder if we just take out 3 Baka. Because if I lose... Yep. We might be okay. But this is my Luke's only gear 12. And it's falling apart. This is why we took out 3 Baka. What can I rely on? Alright, we're going to come back to that. We need to do these other matchups. I am definitely regretting wasting my CLS. Alright, let's clear out these other teams. I was going to do Treya. I'd love to use less. And let's throw in Marauder. Actually, let's throw in Trooper. Come on. Alright, this saves Nihilus for another battle just in case. Hopefully this AoE is enough. Alright. I chose Bosk, right? This, we're just gonna JTR. It's a basic JT. I'm just wondering, no, we're just gonna use them. I was thinking of R2, but then what happens is it's gonna cleanse it. Let's throw a confusion here. Are you kidding me? Do not. All right. All right, we're taking out Boba Fett. Seems like a decently fast Bosk. Strip his turn meter. I'm starting to get worried about BB-8. We might... We got lucky there. If he had to execute, BB-8 would be gone. One more turn for Illuminated Destiny. Alright, we're good now. BB-8 is just one of those characters I just love avoiding gearing up. But it's a little risky, especially up against Boba Fett. Excuse me. Okay. Finn and the Heroes with no Finn Zeta. Not that it would really matter in that matchup. Oh, yeah. Also, this new team. My plan was to do a Malik solo on that team. But now I don't have Malik. Alright. What was my origin? The problem is I've lost a lot of my plans. Like I was going to do Malik here. I was going to use JKL here. And CLS was going to get my Darth Revan. So I have to change up everything. We still have a good amount of teams. We just can't afford to lose anything. Okay, I need to think about this for a moment. We're going to pause. Alright, I think I've got a plan. So we need to make sure we can get through CLS. We've only got one attacker. Here's what I'm thinking. We got Palpatine, we've got Thrawn, and because he has preloaded turn meter, I want a pre-taunting tank, which really leaves me one option, L3-37. So this is how we're going to go. Ooh. Okay. We're going to go with Fracture. I'm going to go with Shocks. Oh, come on. Still going to go with Shocks. And Shocks. And Shocks. Now we're doing the swap. Now we'll do the stun. Okay. We are fine. Now we're just using a whole different plan for all these other teams. What I'm thinking here, and this is maybe not the best idea, I was thinking Bosk, but now I don't like how that contract's going to go off. Oh, you know what? We're going to use Django here because he doesn't have Rex. He can, no, Shakti can still cleanse. I don't like how that contract can go off either. I wanted bounty hunters to go around the taunt. I think we're going to stick with the plan. I want the little bit of extra survivability. We're also going to bring in Karga for retribution and for protection recovery. And we're going to bring in Mando. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but this is what I'm thinking. Alright, we get our taunt. That stealth was... I've definitely forgot about the stealth. Let's do protection up. We're going to start putting days on everyone. Yeah, we might have a problem here. Mando, you are so weak. All right. This isn't working. There's just not a lot here. What can you do, Nihilus? Or I mean, Nest. Nest and Nihilus would be interesting, but I need a tank that can do something. Do you have a nice daze from Nest? Wampa has a nice daze. We're gonna do something dumb. I'm thinking like Cure lead with Nest and Wampa. We have multiple dazes. Nest and Wampa being able to recover a little bit. We have a Dispel from Nest. We have Cure wrapping up Nest damage. That leaves me Django down here. It leaves me Nihilus and maybe some Sith against First Order. And then it leaves me with whatever against these guys. I'm not too concerned about them. It might take me an attempt or two. I'm less concerned about the other teams. This is just I've got a Shock T problem. And I think we're going to do this Kira Nest Wampa. She did her job. All right. We get some protection up. We've got some dazes. I'm going to Dispel. Because I just want to hit Shock T. Just take her out. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted from you guys. Now we can take out 5s. We're fine. Let's put another daze down. More protection. We gotta be careful that we don't... I guess I'm not that concerned if we take out our trooper, but it would be better if we didn't. Now he sacrifices. It's fine. He's only gear 12. It's not a huge deal. Just take him out. Okay, I wish we had Bosk and Karga. We should have done this one first. I forgot about Shakti's Dispel on Basic is what I forgot about. Who did I just choose? Alright, Newt, we are using Django. We are going to be doing Bounty Hunters. We'll do Boba Fett, we'll do Dengar. This should be good. The gear isn't scary here. See if we can stop the stealth from Dooku. Thermals. We're gonna do the basics, see if we can get a double hit. Perfect. What I should have done was execute Newt. I was thinking about the contract and not just preventing the revive. And we're starting to struggle. Alright, execute. Let's do the stagger. All right, we'll do AoE. We can do another AoE here. I'm just being careful with Django until we get another resolve. All right. We got immunity. Perfect. Okay. Now this first order team, there's such a weak first order team without Kylo there. I just feel like we can almost time it out with Nihilus. Wait, I haven't done Nihilus lead in forever. It's just not good. This is what I'm thinking, but we're going to take out Finn first. Could Karth do this? I think we're going to try this with Karth, Mission, and Zelbar. Are you kidding me? That fast? How come my resistance heroes aren't this good? You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Alright. Well, I guess mine are gear 11, but that was way better than mine. Actually, can I use my resistance heroes against the First Order? That might be a good option. Let's do that. And just aren't that fast either. It's like daze and stagger. We're gonna save it. Okay, a stun, we'll take it. Cleanse. Now we can start spreading inspired. Look at how much better they are at gear 12. Like, these are characters I want relic regardless, but they're not a priority. But the difference between his resistance heroes and mine is palpable. Just get out of here. Oh, wait. What does this do again? You know what? We're going to put the days over here on the First Order Stormtrooper. Because he is Zeta assists all the time. I don't remember if he had the Zeta. Come on. We got buff immunity. Let's land a stun. Now it's, can this beat the Zeta? Alright, we're just going to hit auto. Can you beat the Zeta? There's just too many debuffs. There's no healing immunity here, right? I didn't realize how many debuffs were in this kit. Yep. I think we're gonna just bring in Nihilus and some Sith. We can do like, I don't know why I didn't think about that before. I just usually use JTR against Kylo because of this exact reason. Oh, perfect. It took a while, but they did it. They did their job. What I was thinking was using Sidious with Nihilus and like Sith Marauder. Because I can... Or no, Savage. Because I can land healing immunity with Sidious. Let's try Hux. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't trust this at all. Especially with how weak all of these characters are. He's got these guys fast. See, I'm working on getting him up to higher gear because watch this damage. It's just not enough. It's close. That was better than I thought it was going to be. All right. What else? This might take a couple shots, but we will beat it. Oh, we have Watt still. Really, the issue here is speed, though. Because they're outrunning me and doing a bunch of damage before I can even take a turn. Let's check out my rebels. We're already getting not enough banners because of this, so we're gonna bring out the relics. This is the useless relic squad that is highly embarrassing. Look at them. There was no preloaded turn meter there. That's just what they do. They're all Relic 3, and they're being handled by this resistance team. They are so bad. Now they're going to have preloaded turn meter, because I don't feel like closing down the game. Okay. Okay. Now we'll try Rebels for real. The idea here is there any serviceable leader left? This 3 Baka, how does this work? Yeah, I need a rebel leader who isn't awful. Is Akbar really my best option? Maybe Wedge? They're so bad. I want to just try this out. I want to try... Really, it should be Biggs. Let's see if 3PO, 3 Baka does enough to wedge in Biggs. He's only gear 11. All right. We've got blind everywhere. Let's... You know what? Let's take out Finn. I went with Finn just because then he won't be able to taunt, and I can just focus where I need to focus. I'm only hitting Finn because he has no protection. Okay, see, not great, but that was a 2 Gear 11s and a Gear 12, 3 Bacchus kit being pretty decent. They had preloaded turn meter, and they did better than those 3 useless relics from the JKL event. I keep forgetting I still have Watt. I could be doing something so much better with Watt. Let's take a look at my separatist options. I don't like it. You can still use Watt with somebody else. Let's try that. They're so weak at this point, I'm thinking something like... I'm thinking something like this. Death Trooper might be the better option, but Stark's my fastest one. See, you can tell I don't know their kits yet, because that daze was the problem. All right. This is ridiculous. See, that's not enough. Because they can land buff immunity and everything they want on Savage. Savage won't do anything. Nihilist really needs to be able to last long enough to matter. And Sith Marauder is not going to be doing enough damage without all the Sith Empire synergies. What are my tanks right now? I need an attacker. If anyone that... It's not great. Alright, we're gonna do ships. We'll wrap up with that in a minute. Oh, that's right. I mirrored it. What are we dealing with? Oh, he put his rebels on defense like I did. And he has a decent rebel fleet. Okay. Now, this might be tough. I'm wondering if it's easier to get through this. What are the gear level on this? I think that he's going to win the mirror. But I don't think anything else I have is going to have a chance. I'm more worried about the rebel fleet, honestly. Okay. I haven't done one of these mirrors in so long. This is not going to do what I want because they have days. We'll save it. This is bad. I'm going to lose my Anakin. I can't win this. I should have just done the Houndstooth. We're not going to full clear. Hopefully my ships will do the same to him. I think they will. His malevolence, though, is a little better than mine. He might be able to at least take out my malevolence. Yeah, this is not going to work. This isn't doing anything because he's got breach over here. No. Because my finalizer doesn't have the gear to be effective. Holdo doesn't have the gear to be effective. I don't even think my Empire can take this out. We'll see where we get. This is going to come down to banners and or my defense holding him off, which could happen. Land a stun, we kind of need it. The counter would be bad. Let's try it. Everyone's got days, so we're just gonna save the AoE. Oh, come on. We had all the turn meter. Do I have advantage? It's not going to do the damage I need. Let's just get the stun. Yeah, I don't have the gear I need on these pilots. The mistake I made was setting my defense. I knew he was going to put Negotiator on defense, but I didn't want to do mirrors. Or I wanted mirrors. I didn't want to do the counters, and I should have just done the counters. Especially because I didn't have the advantage with the better Negotiator fleet. That was a mistake on my part with planning. Because knowing that I couldn't win the mirror, I shouldn't have set it up that way. All right, let's wrap this up and hope that my defense stops him. I'll show you his roster after this. Let's do this. I don't know why this took me forever to think of. It's ridiculous. So you start getting a little frustrated after you slip up a couple times. Let's get the attack mod over here. Rid of the days. Leave him alone. Let's cleanse him again. Will I finally be able to take a real turn? I feel like I should go for Poe. You kidding me, guys? What are the mods on these? I need to see how fast these guys are. $112, 14. I don't know why I clicked on that one. It's not. It's good. It's not crazy good. What about you? You're not even that fast. What is going on? I'm gonna be very annoyed if the Sith just crush this because I've wasted so many teams. I was thinking maybe Darth Maul to land some days. Yeah, I'm suspecting I should have done this to begin with, but I overthought it. Just ridiculous. Just the amount of teams I wasted when I thought about this one over and over again. It's ridiculous. All right, let me show you his roster. He's got a gas team. Like, here's his relics. He's got Grievous, we saw. He's got a Kenobi. He still has his Galactic Republic. He set down his Darth Revan. He has his Vader. He set down his Jedi Knight Revan. He's got some Night Sisters. Yoda he used up. CLS he used up. Like, he used up a lot of his relics. Like, if we go through this, like, 501st, he's got a couple of these guys. He can use Rex and Ahsoka and Echo, but he used up 5s. And ARC Trooper. Bounty Hunters, he used up his Bosk. His other Bounty Hunters aren't all that great, but Django, even at Gear 11, is still really good. He's got Karga, he's got Mando. Droids, he used up his Grievous, his B1, his C-3PO, his Droidica. So his other droids are just kind of fine. He does have a decent probe droid. His 3PO he used up. Now his Empire. He does have some Empire options, but his Empire aren't going to work up against some of my better teams on defense. He'll have to rely on gas for that. First Order, we saw Galactic Republic is going to be one of his better teams. He still has a Padme team. And Rex and 5. We're just Rex. 5's he used up. Geos he used. We can skip Troopers. Jedi is... He used up his Revan. The other ones are going to be going with other comps. He's got some Night Sister teams that might do something. He has Han Solo and Chewie. He'll be pairing with somebody. He still has JTR. He's got some options, but I think he stalls out. And then, so here, let's just quickly go through my... We might still get top 100. I think with the misplays here, we're not going to get top 50. So here is my defense. He's going to be in a similar position as me, where he'll be able to take out one of them and not the other. So it's really how the rest of the roster stacks up. Let me show you his ships, because he has a good negotiator fleet. He has an okay Malevolence fleet, but it's not as good as mine, so I'm hoping my Malevolence wins out. He has a decent Chimera. His home one he already used up. But let's take a look at his Empire team, because you saw that my Empire was able to take out his Rebel fleet. And they are not nearly as good as mine. But he does have the Relic on Thrawn, which I don't. So this is going to come down to whether or not he can clear enough teams. So it's coming down to banners. So we will come back and see if the undefeated season can stay alive. Well, we will call it there. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you for all the support. Love the most recent Mando episode. I'll put up a quick events video just breaking down the newest Galactic Challenge. I just showed the final tier. And then I also started a new account to test out some of the early game and to document some of the legendary events that my roster's too mature to currently showcase. So we're going to wrap it up there. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other. This has been Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.